We are here to announce the debut of the hottest stage play to hit the city. Nobody Wants a Weak Man, June 15, 2019, at the International Institute of Metropolitan Detroit. Mustard Seed Productions have been in the making since 2016. And stage plays was something that we always wanted to get back to. God has blessed us with other avenues to make money through Mustard Seed, the radio show, the advertising, graphic design, but this is what Mustard Seed was started for. And so we're getting back to what we, originally set out to do, which was to make good, entertaining plays and put them on in our city. I started writing this play in 2015, but I would say that the inspiration came from the play probably back in about 2011, 2012. I had children, my 2 boys, and I don't know, I was trying to define myself as a man. And so, I had heard through social media, conversations, things like that. I hear people all the time talk about, oh, he's weak, he's weak, she's weak. And so, it kind of played in my psyche, and it eventually led to, this play being put together because, at the end of the day, I think that we are faced with deciding what's our strengths and what's our weaknesses. Weak man. Took me a long time. Long. I finished it in 2016. I started writing it in 2015. The thing was, I've been writing pretty much all my life. But I guess you could say I'm just a creative writer. Like, whatever I feel like writing at the time, that's what I write. What's the name of your first play? Nobody Was a Weak Man. I know that's right. You gotta see the play. Because honestly, that's what you're gonna see. That's what you're gonna hear. And I think that some women may be surprised. I think they'd be surprised from our perspectives. And I think they'll be surprised on where we draw them from. The source, the sources that we get some of our information will probably raise some eyebrows. But I like it because I think it gives women a sneak peek into the man's perspective in this place. So yeah, you got to come see the play because at the end we're talking 4 different men with 4 different perspectives and 4 different issues. And so one of the things that I'm hoping that we do in production is really have the audience understand each individual perspective, challenge your perspective of what manhood is, and it's my sincere hope that as a man, especially as a black man, that when people leave this play, they have a higher level of respect for a black man. And I have my children. It was about 2012. Cameron was 2, Tyrese was 1. And I was just like, I had to make like a decision, you know what I'm saying? And make a long story short, I never had custody of them, but I always felt like everything that I did affected them. And so I knew I had some stuff that I had to get right with me if I was going to be the kind of father, that they could at least be somewhat of an example. You know what I'm saying? And so one of the things that I did that I went to try to change myself or help myself was the Word of God. So I started beginning reading it from cover to cover, you know what I'm saying? And then I came across this passage. I was in Psalms. And I was at Psalms 107. And it's a passage, I had never read it before. But it was an interesting passage, and the commentary that I read under it fascinated me even more. And so it talks about 4 different types of people. The wanderer, the prisoner, the sick, and the storm-tossed. And so what I did was, like I told you before, Weak Man was a celebration of me being able to write again. And so I felt like out of the gate, if I'm going to start writing a play, I got to give it back to God. And so I fashioned the 4 characters, Zach, Explicit, Austin, Russell, after those 4 kinds of people that the Bible mentions in Psalm 107. Figure out who was the lost, who was the storm tossed, who was the wanderer, and who was the prisoner. And ultimately, when I tied that into the theme of what a weak man was, I found like it was able to find the man's perspective. As a man, I've been storm tossed. I've been a prisoner, literally. I've been a wanderer. I've been sick, you know. And so to be able to find that perspective in all of those was a blessing. Honestly, I think it might have came more from a relationship I was in. It sounded like something she would say. You know, people say that words don't hurt, but sometimes people can say those things that you never kind of let go. It's a couple lines in this play, believe it or not, that were said to me verbatim. You know what I'm saying? There's some realness in this play. I'll let you guess what those is too. I didn't have a title for it until I was already about halfway through it. And I was about to, I'm going to give it away. I was about to write one of Savannah's lines in a conversation that she's having with Austin. And that was about to be the next line. That was the next line that came to my head. And before I was able to write it, like, that should be the title. Like, that's it. And I just knew that was it. They can expect realness. They can expect a believable story. They can expect believable dialogue. They can expect a mature perspective. They can expect some comedy. They can expect some suspense. And if you're a little soft, you might cry, maybe, possibly. I didn't set out to make nobody cry. But it could have something, I believe, that's in God's will. And that's how I'm approaching it. And so you can expect something. I'm hoping you can expect something that you won't even really be able to explain. You know, because that's how you know it's God when you can't really explain it. It's March 9th at the Samaritan Center for Nobody Wants a Weak Man. You should be there, and anyone that you know that has any talent should definitely come down. Now, I mean, we just want some people. We just want some people that's ready to work. You know, because that's what we are. We like that's what Mustard Seed. That's why we call it Mustard Seed Productions. You know what I'm saying? I just want some people that's ready to work. That's it. Whatever you do, do it. Whatever you want to do, let us know. We're going to, try to do it. But if you're willing to, like I said, put in the work, maybe try something new. This may not be nothing that you're used to. You know, I'm not following the playbook with this. So I might do some stuff that, you may not quite understand. But it's all to put on a great production. Like I said, it's a play that was birthed out of my quest to define my manhood. And so, to me, it was just fitting that it's June 15th, 2019. At the International Institute of Metropolitan Detroit. Fun. This is going to be fun. Make sure you're there. If you want ticket information, you can email mustardcps2017@gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook at Silas Cobb. You want to inbox me, Instagram, my Silas Cobb III. You can find Mustard Seed Productions on Facebook. G Sweets. And personal fitness trainer on Facebook. All on Facebook. We all over Facebook. Mustard Seed Productions. Mustard is MUSTARD. SEED Productions.